Apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
Haven't you a lantern arisen?
You're undying to You're well suited as slaves, if you ask me. Truth be told, I've lost count of how many of you I've transported these past few days. Still not the faintest idea of where they take you after I drop you off. I've ne'er seen one of you return. That says a lot. As some will tell it, you're serving as targets for new recruits undergoing spear training. Others say your lifeblood is squeezed out like juice from a grape to be offered to the Empress of Tar. Not like I care. As long as I get my coin, I'm a happy man.
Very well.
Halt! We're expecting your cargo. Open up.
I hear they follow whatever command they're given.
Aye, and they'll take any beating without a word of complaint. Let's see for ourselves.
How'd you like that?
My hand slipped.
Oh, my legs.
Can't build
You going to fight back?
Hey. Look.
What's to do? Precious little time.
Force. Just like hitting a tree stump.
Enough! That's valuable merchandise you're toying with. Worth more than your wages combined. Have you prepared the cargo we're to carry alongside them? We're off!
On your knees, worthless vessels! Wait! You're not a pawn. We've an intruder in our midst! To arms!
It's a pleasure to serve you, Master. I grant you icy fight!
Mercy!
Paul Machiavelli to recover from that marvel.
I can handle that. Hold just a moment. We might make use of this as evidence.
Stand for this.
I expect Captain Brandt will want to hear of this. I know where that person can be found, Master.
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
That's enough.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in back.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this, eventually.
I imagine we shall need to return to this place in future. Let us bear it in mind.
If there's nothing more we can do, ought we not to quit this place for now?
Wearing armor all day feels like a punishment.
Very well. I shall return. Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
I'm nodding off where I...
stand.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but it is difficult to forget all that occurred at the coronation. What baleful art could grant one, other than the Arisen, control over pawns?
I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
The Vanguard is...
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. Can't set off till I've had my due.
Seems...
Think you stand a chance? Not on your life.
Everyone
Show
else
what
is
you're
gone.
made of, cuz!
This is your chance.
You look
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey. Quite the view from up here. Can we see how high I can scale?
Leave it to me, Arisen. I grant you mighty might! Right where it hurts!
Excellent. Don't let up now.
Show what you're made of, cuz!
Do not falter. We'll take every ounce of our strength, but we can prevail. I think I get the idea.
It is done. Thank you, Arisen. I am overjoyed to have completed the task my master set for me.
Aptly said.
You're going to regret that.
Excuse me?
You! Here!
You've made yourself an enemy.
But of course, Arisen, you may depend upon me.
I cut out for this. Seems fortune was smiling down on me after all. Oh, I'm one lucky dastard. Come on, have at it.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Over my dead body. This is it then. Just make it quick.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Coming, Master!
I suspect this will suffice as proof. Shall we report this development to Captain Bragg? Certainly, Master. I can take you to the individual.
Vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Your Risen's magics have been sealed!
Fear not, you're safe with me.
With this, my magics are yours to wield!
Let us see what you're made of.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Right, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up. Your magics have faded and must be recast.
How's this? You keep your life, and I'll hold it!
Lay down your arms.
Get back.
Lay down your arms.
Was excellent! I could have done no better!
Perhaps you'd like to take care of the remainder.
Splendid.
There's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Well, I'll be surprised.
We might make use of this as evidence. First thing, what fell magics have brought these decrepit bones to life?
Only attacks or prove most effective against it.
Well, that's the strike! Right where it hurts! Master, you require assistance?
I shan't let them harm you.
Here you are! Use frost spines to give our foes a chill! You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Leave it to me, Arisen. My magics are at your disposal. That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
This ox cart was beset by assailants it could not shake. And this is the result.
Be on your guard, lest we meet a similar fate.
One cannot be too careful. This spell will empower you with elemental magic. Forgive me, but there's another matter I've been bursting to speak of. Namely, looking around, it strikes me that we pawns are all men. I wonder if this speaks to the Arisen's preference.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Now there's a thought.
What to make of this?
A group of bandits has been terrorizing the roads of late, targeting our ox carts and the car. They call themselves the Coral Snakes, and worse still, they are without scruple. What say you? Would you lend your aid in catching them? Many thanks, sir. I shall be glad to know someone is doing aught to help us. You all begin by scouring for their hideout. It must be somewhere near the highway, for that has been their primary target thus far. Mayhap you could learn aught by speaking with some survivors of the raids.
Got to find out what this town needs and sell it. Welcome, sir. Dub. Please so if you're here to buy. Many thanks, sir.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
I worked hard today. I think I've earned a rest. I'll teach him a lesson he won't soon forget.
Notes like mine. I'll smell them
I sleep on my woe.
I like to come here when I need it.
Oi! Keep out!
Got some business with me, do you?
Come to think of it, the pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond him.
Oh, I can't complain.
Out of the cart! This ox cart's bound for back batar. You've got to pay before we depart.
The only person I believe in is
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. I shall pin the fiend in place.
I like that. This is just what's needed.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
I'll sleep like a log.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
I'll teach them a lesson they will soon forget.
This ox cart's bound for... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
What am I supposed to do about it?
Got work needs doing.
Suppose I'm tired.
Time to hit the sack.
Barely slept
Keep
a
it
wink.
like cross of tis.
You want to play?
You're
All
not
right.
Haven't you elected?
Goblins approach!
Leave it.
The Veil Master. It's a pleasure to serve you, Master. With this, my magics are yours to wield.
Tread carefully. There is no telling what might lurk within.
We ought not to let caution halt our progress, nor curiosity derail it.
These nights stir up trouble. That's something.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen.
Might as well hang about. No one. I can't stand much more of this.
Off to mark.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
Tis dark out, but we mustn't let that dim our spirits.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Ready to forge on?
break the law is to be thrown in jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering. And make them an ally to our cause.
You have my fullest confidence. Has there been some development, Your Majesty? Well now, you have divined the Oxcart's destination then. I see. So they were procuring pawns in order to carry out this excavation. The staff you mention is most curious. It sounds as if 'tis of the same make as the jewel wielded by the Queen Regent's puppet. I had heard pawns face much prejudice in Batal. Yet to hear that they are treated as tools to be discarded and given such perilous tasks, 'tis contemptible indeed. Volcanic Island has long been part of Batal's territory. The lake of lava present there is revered for its flames, which are sacred to the Batali people. Perhaps 'twould be considered blasphemy to give such work to their own. Or could this simply be a means of testing the efficacy of these jewels that allow for the control of pawns? I can offer naught but conjecture. For now, we ought to aim our efforts towards proving that a member of the Vermundian court has been selling pawns. Should we succeed, even the Queen Regent herself could not deflect the people's displeasure. She would doubtless lose their confidence. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. The evidence you have gathered shall form the stalwart pillar upon which our rightful claim will rest. 'Tis most valuable, so pray exercise the utmost care when deciding how it ought be used.
At last, the score is settled. In the world before this, we failed to incriminate the Queen Regent, you see.
A resounding success.
Well met, sir.
If we are to locate the bandits' hideout, we ought begin by gathering what information we can from those nearby. I know the way. Follow me.
Look as long as you please.
Life's best taken at a leisurely pace. Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
Fancy a look at my wares?
If I were you, Master, I'd not leave this unread.
Let's have a look then.
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. The personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermin. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it. You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
Perhaps we ought to hurry, lest we arrive too late to be of aid.
Take this. It is something I found. I wanted you to have it.
It's all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse.
Need anything?
Many thanks.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every...
Might we consider boarding an ox cart? I don't know about you, but my legs are stiff as balls.
'Tis the Arisen's choice to make. Though I certainly wouldn't begrudge the chance to put my feet up.
I've got to focus. It's just a little bit.
This ox cart's bound for the... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in back.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We'll see to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Raghall from the tavern. Now two parties ask for him. Which is the more deserving?
The right to decide is yours alone, Master.
A shame. But I suppose that's how it goes. Today's just not my day. Oh well. Till next time. Follow after me if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment.
Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
No time to catch your breath.
We've got choppers!
This foe will recoil from flame.
And of course, Arisen, you may depend upon me. I've got you. Use this chance to recover. Its spell will empower you with elemental magic. We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
A cavern of all things. It seems undisturbed. Mayhap we'll be the first ones to explore it.
Might I recommend we venture inside before bandits find us?
We meet again. You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist-deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? I suppose that's how it... Time to get to work. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as the sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life. Though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. You gave me a taste of it earlier, though. Been a while since I felt my arm ache like that. I hope I get the chance to challenge you again ere long. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and head home. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the arisen true. What? You? Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
That's that, then.
If we are to aid Sir Raghall, we must needs make for the ill-doer's resting place. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
There's enough to make camp only when the need arises.
Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I